Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manchester East Cobra football here at beautiful Gill Stadium on a gorgeous fall afternoon for the last season game here of the Manchester East Cobra 6th grade teams. They're hosting today the They're hosting the Plymouth Huskies today. Parents, teachers, coaches, and players of Manchester East Cobras want to thank the many sponsors who help cover the broadcast, YouTube, and playoff expenses. Simply would not be possible without their financial support. We really appreciate that. These boys are now shaking hands. These team captains getting ready for again, the last regular season game. Again, welcome to Manchester East Cobra football, 6th grade team. Welcome into Plymouth Huskies. Manchester will be kicking the ball. Kicking off to the Huskies. Huskies are on the left in the dark blue uniforms with the white accents. He is met early on at their own 35-yard line. Manchester defensive front line featured Marcus Briggs, Griffin Nye, Tom Regan. His first play of the game. Brought down there by Will Shepard. 28 on Plymouth is Michael Donnelly. There's a snap. Stop behind the lines by Marcus Briggs and Zach Cox. It's number 31, Chris Duguay, coming in for Tom Regan on the defensive line for Manchester. There's the snap. Let's bring it to 4th down, 4th and about 6. Plymouth so far unable to move the ball. How about a smarter, stronger, safer Manchester? Mark Roy has some ideas. Find out how. MarkRoyForMayor.com. Don't forget to vote November 3rd. That was a pass, incomplete. That should turn it over on downs. Manchester should now take possession of the ball. Still here early on, 8:01 in the first quarter. Colby Gardner, 96, quarterbacking this series, this play. There's the snap. Hands it off to Will Shepard. Right down the middle, gain of about 5. Second about 4 for Manchester. There's a snap. Sweep here off. Tim McKinney with the ball running. Gain. That's a first down. Gain of about 6 yards. Marcus Briggs, 46, coming in with the play. There's a snap. Right down the middle. Oh, solid gain there. Number 36, Barrington Lascaz. Anthony McCluskey. Sorry about that. Anthony McCluskey with a nice gain. Gain of about 6 yards, bringing it to 2nd and about 4. Again, 2nd and 4. They're on the Plymouth 20-yard line. It's a pitch out. Colby Gardner with the ball, but he drops it. Is there a penalty? There's also a flag on the play. Looks like that was against Manchester. Let's see. That was against Manchester, bringing it back. Count it off from the 15. It's a 10-yard penalty. Second and 8 on the Plymouth 25. There's a snap. Will Shepard with the ball, running straight toward the goal line. Nobody in sight. That is a Manchester touchdown. 5:44 in the first quarter. Will Shepard carrying it in handily, putting 6 points on the board for Manchester. Manchester trying to turn 6 into 7 here. Right through the middle. They do not succeed. They'll leave it at 6. Oh, that was an extra point. That was. Manchester getting ready to kick off. Be Colby Gardner. It's caught, picked up, run pass. There's a 40, 42, and he is down. Brought down by number 46, Marcus Briggs, with an assist by Barrington Kaz. And Plymouth will pick it up here on about their 44-yard line. 5:44 in the first quarter, Manchester up by 7. There's the snap, right through the middle. Solid gain there. Brought down finally by number 71, Levi Sanborn. That play brought to you by Aspen Insurance, New Hampshire's preferred business insurance agency. Be sure to stop by Murphy's Tap Room next time you're downtown Manchester, located right across the street from the Verizon Center. 24 beers on tap at a perfect 37 degrees. It's a gain of about 4 yards. Nice run. Got some entertainment here down on the field. Plymouth with the ball. Looks like a loss. Marcus Briggs in there early on the tackle. Getting heavy pressure on defense. Tries for a pass under that pressure. Gets it in the right area, but not good enough to be caught. Plymouth looking at 4th and about 6 on the Manchester 43-yard line. They're behind by 7 points here in the first quarter, 4:26 deep. It's a pitch back. Looks like it's going to be a reverse. Missed tackle. He's finally caught. Marcus Briggs in there early on, putting that pressure. Gets a hand on him. It does not complete the tackle. Someone else does. That's a loss. Manchester taking control of the ball on downs. Dave Nixon's staff at Nixon Law say play hard and play fair. Nixon Law is the state's leading personal injury law firm. Proud supporter of Manchester East Cobras. Find out more at nixonlaw.com. We have a pitch back to Marcus Briggs, who runs for a gain of about 5 yards, right down the middle. McKinney, number 12, coming in with the play. It is 7-0 Manchester's favor. 3:35 here in the first quarter. They're on the Plymouth 48-yard line. Oops, looks like some motion. There's a flag. That was against Plymouth. Marked 5 yards. Penalty make it 2nd and about 2. There's a snap. Going back. Right down the middle. That's Colby Gardner on the carry. That's a first down. 1st and 10 for Manchester. It's a pitch back to Will Shepard, number 34, running with it. Spins out, breaks a tackle, continues running down to about the 32-yard line. getting near the first down point. Bill Trombley Total Home Comfort is offering 200 gallons of free oil with the installation of new oil heating system, or $500 off the price of new gas heating system. Call 669-5713 or visit billshats.com for more information. There's the snap. And deep in the back, got a hand on him. That was Colby Gardner on the carry. That is a first down for Manchester. First and 10 on the Plymouth 27. Manchester in control of the ball. 1:41 left in the first quarter. There's the snap. It's a pitch back. Marcus Briggs on the carry. Breaks one tackle. It is a gain about 6 yards. Solid run. That's going to make it second and about 3. There's a snap. Tim McKinney off again to Marcus Briggs over on the right side. Marcus Briggs is running. He's running straight. He makes a touchdown. Marcus Briggs. Another 6 points on the board. Earning his money this day. That brings it up to 12-0. 12 unanswered points. Happy Marcus Briggs. Trying to get their extra point. There's a snap. Right down the middle. It was Tiong Bowl on that carry. Bringing it home for Manchester. Manchester kicking off after having put another 7 points on the board, bringing it to 14-0. 44 seconds here left in the first quarter. There's the kick. Nice kick, going deep on the ground, tumbling. Picked up by number 24. Brought down, met by Will Shepard. That's Colin Goodell on the carry. You can pick it up at about their 37-yard line. The chaos in the schools this year, you need an advocate, someone to look out for you and your child's interest, someone who will return your phone calls. That's Joe Briggs if you live in Ward 2. Vote Joe Briggs for school board in Ward 2 on November 3rd. A little chaos in the backfield there. That's a loss. 31 seconds left. Clock is ticking to wind up this first quarter. 23 seconds. Plymouth approaching the line very slow. Will they get this play away before the quarter expires? It's going back far. Looks like it's going to be a throw, and it is. It's caught. Nice catch. It does not make the first down, though, but it brings it up to their own 44-yard line. So it's going to be third and about 5. This is Lynn Shepard down there, mother of number 34, Will Shepard, with her camera, getting some great shots. I think those will all be online off of the Manchester East Cobra E-Team's website later for you. She's done some outstanding photography work of the boys' football games this year. We're at the start here of the second quarter. Plymouth in control on their own 44-yard line. Looks like there's going to be another pass, but it's a sack. It's a sack by Marcus Briggs. What a loss. Where did he come from? Sped, broke right through that line, setting the Plymouth team back. 4th and about 14 for Plymouth. There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's against Plymouth. There's a snap. Looks like there'll be another throw. Kind of wobbly. Incomplete. Incomplete pass of Plymouth on their own 32-yard line on the 4th down. Transfers control of Manchester now. Looking at 1st and 10 on the Plymouth 32-yard line. Running with the ball is Colby Gardner. Looks like he just made it to the line of scrimmage. I don't see much of a gain on that. Let's see. Yeah, he does. He picks up about 2 yards. So make it 2nd and about 5.5. 2nd and about 5 for Manchester. Colby Gardner takes the ball off to Alex Rivera, number 27, who runs right through the middle, finds a spot, breaks that first line of resistance, continues forward, not brought down yet. He is still running. Finally down at about the 17-yard line. A great effort by Alex Rivera. Is that an East Cobra? Is that a snake? 1st and 10 for Manchester on about the 16-yard line. First down there by Alex Rivera. Pitch back to Alex again. Alex is running right into the goal line. Alex Rivera, another touchdown. Sweet run by Alex Rivera. A smart run, finding the hole, navigating through it, put another 6 points on the board for Manchester, bringing it up to 20-0. Manchester trying to get their extra point. It is 8:03 in the 2nd quarter. Looks like Tim McKinney's just going to try to run through. I don't think he made it. He did not. Score will stand 20-0. Manchester, who will now kick off to Plymouth. Manchester getting ready to kick. Got a new kicker here. Number 31, Chris Duguay. Down at about the 41-yard line. Marcus Briggs again, right there on it. Nothing escapes him today. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Plymouth on their own 40-yard line. Trying to save some money in our budgets this year. You'll never know how much you can save on your auto insurance until you ask an expert. That's Kane Insurance. Kane can help you explore what your options are. Make sure you have the right insurance at the best price. It's Kane Insurance, 622-1177 right here in Manchester. Call for a free quote today. There's a snap. Uh-oh. Oh, they made it over to the right. Got to run through it. It was a good fake. Looks like they picked up about 6 yards on that play. Good carry. Plymouth approaching the line. This play brought to you by Ted Gatsis. To find out more about Ted Gatsis and his ideas for a balanced approach to governing, visit tedgatsis.com. Don't forget the city general election on November 3rd. That's the first Tuesday in November. You'll be able to vote for mayor, selectman, alderman, school board, welfare commissioner. Very important you get out there and vote for these city elections. 3rd and about 2 for Plymouth. They've advanced up to about the 48-yard line. Right down the middle. And it looks like a 1st down for Plymouth. Again, 1st and 10 for Plymouth. There's a snap. The carry brought down by number 34, Will Shepard. 2nd about 8 for Plymouth. There's the snap. Looks like a loss on that. Marcus Briggs on the takedown. Samuel Crane, number 12, on Plymouth with the carry. That'll bring it to 3rd and about 9. There's the snap. Going back, running out through the right on the middle. Brought down after a gain of about 2. Plymouth looking at 4th and about 5. Standing back far, it looks like it's going to be a pass. It was a pitch back. Bam! Hit hard by Marcus Briggs, brought down for a sack. Manchester taking control of the ball on downs. There's a snap going back. Looks like it's going to be a pass, and it is. Incomplete. Intended receiver was number 35, Tiong Bowl. 2nd and 10 for Manchester on the 50-yard line. After that failed passing attempt. Going to go right down the middle this time. I think that was, again, Tiong Bowl on the carry, number 35. Marcus Briggs going in with the play. Tiong Bowl coming out. Third and about 6 for Manchester. Colby Gardner with the run on the outside, going straight toward the goal line, makes it to the 20. The 18 finally brought down. That's definitely a first down for Manchester. A great carry by Colby Gardner. Apparently there's a flag on that play. Going to bring it all the way back. That's unfortunate. How about a smarter, stronger, safer Manchester? Mark Roy has a plan to do just that. Find out more at markroyformayor.com. And don't forget to vote the first Tuesday of November. That's November 3rd. 3rd and about 8 for Manchester. Tim McKinney back to Colby Gardner again, who runs on the outside. Makes it just past the first down point. Looks like they will convert that. Let's see. It's right at the line. It is a first down. It's another first down for Colby Gardner. The score is 20-0 here at 3 minutes and 2 seconds in the second quarter. Manchester approaching the line. Tim McKinney to Will Shepard. Running strong, breaks a tackle. Runs to the left. Past the 20. Past the 10. Got some resistance. Running strong, makes it to about the 5 before it's finally brought down. That's the first down. Strong run by Will Shepard. Putting Manchester first and goal. First and goal for Manchester at the Plymouth 5-yard line. Colby Gardner with the ball right down the middle. Pushing his way through. Looks like he gained about 3 yards, maybe 4. The ref is going to place it right there, right at about the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and about 1. Manchester. This play brought to you by Aspen Insurance, New Hampshire's preferred business insurance agency. Tim McKinney to number 36, Anthony McCluskey. That is 6 more points on the board. A touchdown for Anthony McCluskey, bringing it up 26-0. 26 unanswered points here in the second quarter. Manchester looking to get the extra point. Colby Gardner, Tim McKinney receiving the ball, sneaking right on through. He makes it. That's 1 more point, bringing it up to 27-0. Manchester will be kicking off again. See about 5 extra boys here on the Plymouth team. Looks like they're short a few players. Manchester getting ready to kick. There's the boot. It's picked up. Oh! Smacked by Will Shepard. Initially contacted by Alex Revere, slowed down, set up by the coup de grace there by Will Shepard. 1st and 10 for Plymouth on their own 42-yard line. They're down by 27 points. Runner met right there about the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of about 1 yard. Met by Tiong Bowl. 2nd and 10 for Plymouth. There's the snap. It's a pitch back. Looks like it's going to be a pass. And 24 with it. I don't think the play went as they thought it would. Heavily pursued there by Tiong Bowl and Griffin Nye. Ladies and gentlemen, next time you're in downtown Manchester, think of Murphy's Tap Room, which is right across the street from the Verizon Center. Murphy's has a full menu and 24 beers on tap, all in a perfect 34 degrees. Show them you appreciate their support for Manchester East Cobras. Drop on it. It's Murphy's Tap Room on Elm Street. That was a loss, bringing Plymouth back to about the 40. Mild and windy day. Beautiful football weather here today in Manchester at beautiful Gill Stadium. 6th grade boys, Manchester hosting Plymouth. Manchester up 27-0 here. 30 seconds left in the half. It's a pass. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Tim McKinney, who runs. He's running. He breaks another. Past the 20. Another break. He's running straight toward the goal line. Tim McKinney scores. Another 6 points off an interception by Tim McKinney. Great play by Tim McKinney. Bring the score 35-0 for Manchester East Cobras in the first half. I apologize for the bad math. It's 33-0, not 35, but Manchester's going to try to make it 34 right now with an extra point attempt. There's the snap, pushing right through the middle. Boys think it's good for one. So do the refs. 34-0, 16 seconds left in the half. Let these fall colors remind you that winter is fastly approaching. Bill Trombley Total Home Comfort is out offering 200 gallons of free oil with the purchase and installation of new oil heating system. Visit billshats.com for more information. There's a kick. Deep. It's picked up. It's dropped. They're all the way back to the 20. Met. Brought down by Colby Gardner. Bad position back there on their own 25-yard line. Make that 19-yard line. This is Joe from Mopeds Office Towers. Kane Insurance can help you with all your personal insurance needs. Call 622-1177 for a free quote today. That's Kane Insurance right here in Manchester, right on Webster Street. That will conclude the first half. Manchester leading 34-0 against their guest Plymouth. Mr. Bowl down there, father of Tiong, number 35 on the 6th grade team, and Atia from the 3rd grade team. Both outstanding athletes, really good boys. It's a view of downtown Manchester's beautiful fall day. It's one of our beautiful, I believe, Greek Orthodox churches here. Let's take a quick little tour. Beautiful sights of Manchester, New Hampshire. And on over here to a gorgeous fall day. All the colors. Beautiful Gill Stadium right here in downtown Manchester. One of the great resources of our fair city. Ladies and gentlemen, this second half of play brought to you by Ted Gatsis for mayor. Find out more about Ted Gatsis and his ideas for a balanced approach to governing. Visit tedgatsis.com. Would remind you that the city elections are the first Tuesday in November. That is Tuesday, November 3rd. Be sure to vote. The local city elections include mayor, selectmen, alderman, school board, and welfare commissioner. Looking down below there, we have Barrington Lescaz, number 32. His father down there next to him. Barrington has been an incredible performer this year, making some very impressive tackles, outrageous speed, just an incredible player this year. It's been a lot of fun watching him grow and play this season. Captains coming out to the field, number 51, Zach Cox, 34, Will Shepard, 76, Tom Reagan, 96, Colby Gardner, going out to shake hands again and get this second half going. Looks like we got a bumblebee on the field and a witch. We're in the start of the second half. Plymouth will be kicking off to Manchester. Plymouth is down by 34 unanswered points. There's the kick. It's caught but fumbled. Manchester, though, taking possession on their own 44-yard line. Not bad position. They can deal with that. Manchester approaching the line, 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. There's a snap. Oops, something happened right there. There's a flag. Looks like that's going to be against Manchester. Manchester now backed up 5 yards. Going out the back. Looks like number 52 on the carry. Breaking through. Nice run. 51, that is Zach Cox. Okay. Second about 3. Again, right down the middle, Colby Gardner. That is a first down. Pushing his way through there. Looks like he got about 6 yards on that. That's definitely a first down. Bringing it all the way over to the Plymouth 42-yard line. Manchester quick up to the line. How about a safer, smarter, stronger Manchester? Mark Roy has an idea to do just that. Find out more at markroyformayor.com. 34, Will Shepard with the ball, finding the hole, running, evades a tackle, headed right toward the goal. No blockers inside, no tackles inside, running right in for another touchdown. Will Shepard. Bringing the score 40-0 here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Manchester trying to get one more point on the board, bringing 41. There's the snap. It was right through the middle. Pushing their way through. It was no good. Manchester now kickoff to Plymouth. This is the old school administration building, recently sold to a private interest and now is a internet company here in Manchester, one of the many sites. Manchester getting ready to kick off to Plymouth. Manchester mixing up their kickers today. 72. Matthew Brule going to kick.
Yeah, me too.
Did we get a flag? Apparently he did not wait for the whistle. Going to try that again from the 40-yard line. There's the kick. Met early on. Looks like it was Matt down there himself. Kicked it and in on the tackle. Someone's soaking up the sun. Here it is, a beautiful day. Got that lawn chair out here on the edge of the sun, enjoying this great day. 1st and 10 for Plymouth. This man holding the chains is Mr. McKinney. Tim McKinney, number 12's father, the man who got that interception and ran it in for a touchdown. He's very proud of his boy today. This is Marvin Revere, father of Alex Revere, number 27. I believe also got a touchdown today. 1st and 10. Got a scrum going on right down here, right in the middle. Second about 8 for Plymouth. Again, right down the middle. Looks like no gain. There's a snap. Oh, pounded quickly by Colby Gardner. Quick to get in there. Bringing number 57 down. Robbie Kelly on the carry. 4th and still 10 for Plymouth. David Nixon, Nixon Law says play hard and play fair. Nixon Law is the state's leading personal injury law firm. Learn more at nixonlaw.com. No progress right down the middle. Looks like that will turn it over on downs with Manchester taking control of the ball at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Manchester. 3:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Manchester up. Colby Gardner stumbled. Ladies and gentlemen, just want to bring up the point that at this point in the game, the clock is just running. Because of the lopsidedness of the score, it's been mercied. So we're just going to run out the clock and officially just make this a scrimmage and let the boys get some practice out there. It is a Manchester win. It was a nice run by Alex Revere, number 27. 4th and about 1 for Manchester. Punches through, easily makes it. It's a 1st down. It was Colby Gardner on the carry. I want to remind you that Bill Trombley Total Home Comfort is offering 200 gallons of free oil with the installation of new oil heating system, or $500 off the price of a new gas heating system. Available 24/7 for emergencies. Call 669-5713 or visit billshats.com. So something we don't always get to see and pay attention to. We're at Gill Stadium, which is originally designed as a baseball stadium, opened up in 1913. It's used now as a home of Central High School to play their games. It was used for a while by the Fisher Cats and renovated by the Fisher Cats when they came here to the city awaiting their new baseball stadium to be built. It's now used by Central High School and used by baseball and certainly the Manchester East Cobras. It's our home stadium. 1st and 10 for Manchester. Pitch is back. 97. Was brought down after a very nice run. That's Benji Bryan. Tough kid, Benji Bryan. He's had a great year this year. Gentlemen, with all the chaos in the school this year, you need an advocate. Someone you can call, someone who will return your phone calls. That's Joe Briggs if you're in Ward 2. Be sure and vote Joe Briggs Ward 2 School Committee. That's in the general election this upcoming November 3rd, Tuesday, November 3rd. That's your city elections. Tim McKinney behind the ball, takes possession, met early at. What a nice tackle. Nice block, rather, by Marcus Briggs. Very important to get those backfield blocks in there. Second about 6 for Manchester. Colby Gardner with the ball running straight toward the goal line. Breaks the tackle. In. Another score for Manchester and Colby Gardner having a great day today. Manchester trying to get their extra point here. Tim McKinney handing in to number 27, Alex Rivera, who does make it across the line. Alex Rivera getting his extra point. 3 minutes left in the game. It's a fumble off a lot of pressure. I don't know who's coming up with it. Looks like 41 was in on that. Taylor Shalafor. 4th and about 22. .126 left in the game. Again, it's a scrimmage at this point. There's the snap. Pitch back to Alex Rivera. Alex running with it. Broke a tackle. Keeps on going. Alex Rivera right down back into the end zone. Does a great job, Alex. What's this? Garbage on the play? Oh no! Oh no! Brings it back with a penalty. There's 33 seconds left in this game. The clock is running. Again, it's a scrimmage at this point. Manchester has technically won. Kobe Gardner off to Alex again. Alex give another shot. Can he make the same magic happen? No, he is stopped at the 25-yard line. 8 seconds left. 6, 3, 2. That's the game. Manchester has won this ball game. What a way to go out. Manchester technically, I believe, at 40-0 before this game was transited to a scrimmage. A great way to end the season for Manchester East Cobras. I'm Joe Briggs. It's been a pleasure to be with you this season. If you want to see these games again, please go to youtube.com/BriggsMedia. That's Briggs Media, youtube.com/Briggs Media. You can also just go to YouTube and search for Manchester East Cobras. I'm Joe Briggs once again. We appreciate the help of all of our sponsors who have made this television, internet, and travel expense coverage possible. Could not have been done without them. It's been my pleasure to be your announcer this season. That'll conclude the coverage here of Manchester East Cobras 6th grade coverage.